I feel like I would have had a better relationship with my skin. I just wish someone would smack those products out of my hands and just tell me to stop using them. I will apply it to one particular spot, and in my eyes that is okay. And if you're dealing with pigmentation, oh, that is one stubborn bitch, okay? Invest in your skin.
I'm almost getting dizzy now from the way you bum me out.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video, I wanted to create something out there. Something I wish I was told before I started my own skincare journey, before I started looking at my acne, and just general advice. Things that I should have started way sooner, some things that I should have never have used, and just general information about skincare as a whole for when you're suffering with acne, because I am so mad at my past self for not doing all of this a lot sooner. If I'd known what I know today back then, I definitely would have started sooner, and I think my skin would maybe look a lot different than it does today. A lot of these things I adopted in my very late 20s, early 30s. I'm currently 31. I still suffer with acne, and most of these things I wish I started majority in my early 20s, but essentially some things that I could have adopted in my teen years as well. Just before we get started, I just wanted to quickly apologise for the congested, gross cold that I currently have, and that is currently seeping out as my voice. It's just one of those things. Okay, so one of the very first things I wish I knew when I very first started out having acne, like I said, around 13 years old, is to not become an expert, okay? Because I know in the world of acne there are a hell of a lot to learn. But I wish I just found out the basics. When it comes to acne, there are a lot of reasons as to why you get acne. Genetics, hormonal imbalance. It could be because you've used a harsh product. It can be from eating too much sugar. But we can all find out a little bit more about our skin. There are so many experts out there, professionals, very good sourced websites where you can find more information about the different types of acne, the different causes. And yeah, I just wish that was something that I found out at the very start, because then I could go on to find out that my acne is caused by hormonal imbalances, and I feel like I would have had a better relationship with my skin. I feel like the more educated you become in your own skin, the better off you're gonna be. And so that is my very first tip, is to just find out a little bit more about your skin. Okay, so this next one I feel like all of us went through. All I'm gonna say is the St. Ives scrub. I was putting on a really harsh physical exfoliator because I felt like I just needed to scrub the top layer of my skin off in order to help my acne, and then I would go in with exfoliating pads, and I just felt all of that. It disrupts your skin's barrier, it very much upsets your skin microbiome, and it will make your acne worse. And I just wish someone would smack those products out of my hands and just tell me to stop using them. And then on the flip side, my next point is not using an exfoliator. Exfoliators are good for acne prone skin because you do need something that is essentially going to break down all of the gunk that you've got on your skin. You need an exfoliator in order for your skin to turn over, to renew itself. We have a skin cycle of every 28 days. The older you get, the longer your cycle is, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. And an exfoliator is just really, really going to help reveal brand new skin. Please start off slow. Please start off slow and gentle, low percentage. Work your way up, you know, so your skin can get used to it and just go from there. But yeah, I just really wish I didn't go in too harsh with exfoliating products. This next tip, I think we also all sort of adopted very early on. And, you know, the world wasn't smart back then. I'm not going to lie. We're much smarter today than we were back then. Now, the internet, you guys are so incredibly informed. I think we know this now. But just in case, one of the misconceptions about acne is the fact that you need to dry it out. Okay, so I do have drying lotions in my house, and from time to time I will apply it to one particular spot, and in my eyes that is okay. Applying it to your whole entire face, that is ruining your skin's barrier, and essentially you will end up with more acne than you began with. It doesn't matter what skincare concern you've got or what skin type you have. Hydration is going to be key for absolutely everybody, even if you have acne, because hydrating your skin is going to help balance your skin. So a little tip that I like to do when it comes to applying my skincare, especially when I'm applying a hyaluronic acid serum, because some hyaluronic acids are so dry and sticky. Personally, I prefer polyglutamic acid. It's 4 times better than hyaluronic acid, 4 times more moisture, hydration, and it's just so nice. The Inky List one, okay? So good. Anyway, my tip is to apply a hydrating facial mist before each step of your routine. The more hydration that you are layering on your face, and then you're putting on a serum, hydration, putting on your moisturizer, it's just going to lock in that moisture, and you are going to end up with the most hydrated, dewy skin. I think only a few years ago did I start adopting that, and my skin has never looked so healthy. Yes, I still have breakouts, okay? My face is covered in pigmentation, but my god, that glowiness, it is so good. Something that we all know is a consistent skincare routine. Like I said, I used to put on a product, go to sleep in the hope that it would just magically disappear the day after, and when it didn't, I'd apply a new product. You need to give these products time. Most ingredients take as little as 4 weeks. Hyaluronic acid is a bit different in the fact that it can be instant, but still take that 5 weeks for like long term, you know? So you might get that instant hydration, but in order for it to be long term, it still may take as little as 4 to 5 weeks, but some may take 12 weeks. And if you're dealing with pigmentation, oh, that is one stubborn bitch, okay? That may take months or years. And I know that is not what you want to hear when you are suffering with acne, because you just want it gone. But please believe me when I say a consistent routine, you know, using the same products on a daily basis will give the optimal results for your skin, because unfortunately these ingredients do take time. The next one is to invest in your skin. Look at personalized treatments. There are, I mean, I don't want to say so many brands because they're only just popping up, I suppose, of personalizing treatments specifically for you. And one brand that I wanted to mention was DERMATICA. I feel like I really want to mention this because it's something that I'm really passionate about, but I also hate the fact that I'm mentioning this. I am a brand ambassador for this brand, but even if I wasn't, I would honestly 100% hand on heart would still mention this brand. I know that there is also Skin and Me, if you're interested in that one instead. The reason why I want to mention this brand is because it is a personalised prescription-based treatment. You fill out a form, you take pictures of your skin, and a consultant will look at both your pictures and the form, your answers, and they will recommend a personalised treatment for you. The thing that I love about this is the fact that you're not stuck with the same product. You know, when you get a skincare product, you try it, you hate it, and then what do you do then? For me personally, I do try it again, different days, just to double make sure. But you don't want to be left with this product for this product, if you're not getting on well with it, or something doesn't work, or if your skin has changed and you need a change, your treatment will change. I have been through using it after I gave birth, but I was breastfeeding, so I couldn't use some of their ingredients. When I stopped breastfeeding a year later, they then changed my treatment to incorporate ingredients that I was then allowed to use. So I use Retinol, which is a prescription-based retinol. And so that is amazing for acne, it's amazing for my skin, aging, pigmentation. It's great for a lot of things. And when I say invest in your skin, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to go out and spend hundreds of pounds on serums and creams and devices, because you don't. You really honestly don't. Like, this product is less than £20 a month. So my next one is just a quick tip, something that I just, you know, wish I'd known. And I feel like, you know, when you see that embarrassing photo of yourself and you've got foundation here and it ends here because you've not put it down onto your neck as you should have? Well, the same is for skincare. Skincare is not just limited to your face. It's your face, it's your neck, it's your chest. What I like to say is nipples upwards. I know that can be hard sometimes, because most of the time when you're applying skincare, you're not naked. So, you know, you've got a top on. But go as low as you can, okay? I know that then turns into body care, but I just think no one does that every single day, come on. But your skin, you should be doing it every single day. And so, yeah, go as low as you can, and it'll just really, really help. Because some people get acne on the chest, some people get acne on their back, but ultimately, these areas are the areas that show off your aging first, as well as your hands. So something that I mentioned in my DERMATICA treatment is the fact that I have a prescription-based Retinol, which is a form of retinol. Retinol can seem like a really scary ingredient, but it's honestly not. So my next tip, start using retinol sooner. Did you know retinol was first brought out to help treat acne, and then we found the benefits of it helping with wrinkles and just overall skin texture? And so I feel like the marketing for retinol is so massive on aging that we often forget that it was essentially created for acne in the first place. It is really good to see the fact that we're putting marketing back into the acne side of things as well when it comes to retinol. But one of the things I wish I knew was the fact that I could have started this way earlier. Like I said, I'm 31 now, and I feel like I've started so late. I only started it in January. So okay, yeah, I got pregnant, I had a baby, so I couldn't do it then. So give or take 2 years ago. Why didn't I start it earlier? You know, I feel like it was definitely an ingredient that scared the crap out of me, because I did just think, well, it's for aging, you know, I don't need that, I've got no wrinkles. Prevention is better than cure, okay? I feel like when it comes to aging, we start aging as soon as we hit 20. We start losing collagen as early in our early 20s, you know? And so I feel like prevention is definitely better than trying to deal with deep ass wrinkles and stubborn acne like I'm doing now. I don't have stubborn wrinkles, you know, I have little lines here. I have a really annoying line here because I'm so I give so much expression in my face. But I really wish that I knew it was okay to start this a lot earlier. You can start this in your teens if you have acne, it's really great for that. And you can definitely start this at the beginning of your 20s. But when it comes to retinol, there are so many different types. And unfortunately, during this whole entire process, we do have to go through a bit of a trial and error with most things. And so it's going to be a case of that. Find one that is great for you and stick with it, because honestly, I know it's such a patience game, but 5-10 years in the future, you're going to thank your younger self. So this next one, I know this has been shouted by absolutely every expert everywhere. Over the past few years, I feel like before then, it wasn't really plugged in that much. I feel like over the past 5 years, maybe 10, probably 5. It's been shouted about absolutely everywhere, or it may be because I just wasn't in that industry at the time, and that is to always wear SPF. Doesn't matter if it's winter, summer, spring, autumn, always wear SPF, especially if you deal with pigmentation. For me, I use SPF 50, doesn't matter what day of the year it is, always use SPF 50 because I have pigmentation. Of course, in the winter, you can get away with using SPF 30, that's okay. SPF in moisturisers, serums, makeup products, not good enough. Have a separate sunscreen. So this next one, I feel like I'm definitely contradicting myself here because of what I do as a job, but the next one is to don't always buy into the newest launch, especially if it's not catered for your skin concern or type. I work in skincare and well-being product development, so I help develop skincare products, and essentially that means I have to test them as well. Of course, I do get other people in the office to test them, but it's always nice to test them myself. And so that's never going to be nice for my skin, in all honesty. If you do watch my videos, I do a series of 30 days of, and it's where I typically test a product for 30 days to see what the results are like, what it's doing to my skin. So essentially I am also doing that as well. I have been a bit more careful with how I do those now, in the sense of not doing too many things at the same time, making sure my base skincare routine is very consistent, and just putting in little things to ensure that I'm not damaging my skin as much. But yeah, this one can be very contradictory, but the advice that I would give is to not just buy into the newest launch because it looks great and you see a lot of people boasting about it, so you want to try it as well. And of course there's nothing wrong with that. So some skincare products cater to all skin types, so that is great. Some of them are very much specific, so they will only cater to dry skin, normal skin, or oily and combination skin. For me, you should always stick to what your skin type is. But if you are wanting to try a new product and it does cater for you, my only advice is to start slowly. Don't just go straight in trying it every single day, twice a day, especially if it has, you know, really high actives in there. So for me, I would test it every couple of days, see how my skin's getting on with it, and then slowly work your way up to the recommended use, or until you're happy with how much you use it. And just to add on that, also only test out one product at a time, because if you were then to just try a whole completely new skincare routine and something goes wrong, you can't really pinpoint what product is doing that to you. So yeah, start slowly, one product at a time. So this brings me on to my next point, which is to listen to your skin. No one is going to be the bigger expert of your skin, other than an expert, is yourself. Some days I apply 3 products, other days I apply 6 products. It's all to do with how my skin is looking and feeling that day, or what I've been exposed to. You know, there are a lot of different factors that can have an effect on your skin. Diet, exercise, smoking, drinking, the sun, medication, antibiotics is a big one, humidity, time of the month, stress, hormone imbalance, sleep, pretty much everything and everything. And so although we like to be consistent here, there may be some things that you want to apply as an extra some days, just to give you the extra nourishment, the extra comfort, the extra hydration, because your skin's lacking. There are a lot more things that I wish I knew. Maybe I'll do a part 2, let me know. But essentially those are the biggest things that I wish I knew back then, when I first started looking into skincare, when I first wanted to get rid of my acne, which is pretty much straight away. I know when I see a lot of sit down videos, there are always people doing things as they're talking, you know, like doing their skincare routine. For me, I do like sit down videos, okay? I feel like they're quite nice. It's like we're just having a good old chat. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if there are some skincare tips, pieces of advice that you wish you knew back then. Like I said, there are a hell of a lot more. But this video is already really long, and I'm assuming, forecasting here, I've had to cut a lot out. And so yeah, let me know down in the comments if you'd like part 2. What is something that you've adopted now that you wish you started a lot sooner? I know I'm still in the midst of my journey, but I really feel like I'm on the right path. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you did. If you don't already and you just want to know more about my journey, or you want more advice and tips and you just want to have a good old conversation, then don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next video is coming out, and I will see you in the next one.